Welcome back to Let's Get On With It Blade Runner. In the series so far, rookie Blade Runner Ray McCoy got his first real case investigating 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault. Evidence from multiple sources led Ray to Howie Lee's in Chinatown, in particular to Howie's cook, Zubin. Zubin obviously knows Lucy Devlin, and I remind you that Lucy is a child employee of Runciter, our victim in this case. Runciter believes that Lucy is connected to the responsible criminals. And Zubin may be, referencing onlooker testimony, the big fat guy who hung around with Lucy last week. When Ray pressed Zubin about Lucy, the cook fled. When Ray cornered Zubin with an unholstered weapon, Zubin came out from the ceiling, cornered Ray, and we all watched as rookie Blade Runner Ray McCoy died. That's when I gave y'all some viewer democracy, a ballot with a binary choice Boolean toggle, one or the other, A or B. Bubble it in on the Scantron and submit. Does this Ray McCoy shoot Zubin dead, or holster the gun and let Zubin walk? Those were your choices, kill or spare. Most voters followed directions, several trying to negotiate with the ballot. This exam was not fill in the blank. There were no write-in options on the ballot. Your notes in the margins did not count. That's the way it is. Now, before I reveal the results, you may recall we had a prompt to try to VK Zubin last episode. I spent a little time discussing it. Well, if Ray tried, then this exact same outcome would have occurred. Zubin would flee. The first chapter of this real-time 3D adventure requires you, the player, to resolve Zubin. You shoot to kill, or you spare his life. If he escapes from you, as he did the first time I played this game because he doused me with soup and then I shot the dumpster diver outside and panicked, then he will find you on the roof of your apartment complex, and you've got to resolve Zubin there instead. Let's get to the results after I let this vote go 31 hours before sitting down to record. Kill with 23 and spare with 17. I said I would let this go from a day to a day and a half, and I wanted there to be a significant enough lead. If this was too close to call, then I would have let it go longer. But that's significant enough of a difference for me. I appreciate viewer participation. Those of you who follow directions, anyway. uh, let's get to it, shall we? All right, Ray, you heard the will of the people. That was normal difficulty.
Lightning Squad, Rep Unit, Battle of the Gemini. I'd retired a war hero, someone who'd fought for the freedom of the off-world colonists. The poor guy kind of reminded me of one of those Buffalo Soldiers, blacks who had killed and died for America, yet weren't allowed to drink alongside whites. And maybe, just maybe, the photograph validated his own existence.
Let's have a look at the photograph, shall we? Not the Howie Lee interview. Note, by the way, I'm down to 90 chin yen. I did all the steps the same, including spending 10 chin yen.
Lightning Squad, Rep Unit, Battle of the Gemini.
Have a closer look there. Also, we have logged in
You know this girl or not?
Zubin's interview,
How
and
long
then
is that
the Howie
check
Lee
worth for
interview.
you?
Let's get out of here. Job done.
Locked.
And indeed, this door was locked.
Chill it, man. Just took a wrong turn back there, that's all.
Take your business elsewhere.
An excellent idea.
That's pretty suspicious. And no, I didn't pull out the gun. Ray did that on his own. Let's get out of here. There's a police spinner out there. Let's see who's here.
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s, so don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that.
Man, that visual looks so good of the spinner there. Delightful atmosphere in this game. I noted in the intro that almost all of the film actors reprised their corresponding roles in this video game. Gaff is an exception. Possibly the only exception. I'm uncertain on that. No Edward James Olmos, or whatever the hell his name is. Pretty sure I got that right. So, details there. Moonbus Massacre. We'll file that knowledge away. The Kipple is the wreckage and ruined debris outside of the city that you saw in the opening cutscene. You don't need to have watched the movie before playing this game, and you certainly don't need to have read the book. But it definitely does help, as so much of this video game is an homage, a tribute, a love letter to a movie that was 15 years old at the time of this game's release. This was my first exposure to Blade Runner when I first played it. If I had seen the movie before that, I certainly don't remember it. Anyway, Howie, take the 10 chin yen and get a new chef. We're out. Job done. We're going home. And I'm going to bed. If you kill the dumpster diver, you can explore that at your own time. It does not end the playthrough. And as I noted at the start of this video, if Zubin escapes from you, you will fight him, or not, on this roof, as I did the first time I played this game. It's a more difficult zone to fight in. Zubin's gonna be smaller, perspective-wise. But at least you're not cornered, right? Right? Anyway, it's bedtime. Hold on, I need to click more. Faster, Ray.
Your floor number, please.
I didn't bother going down to the ground floor the last time we were here, so take a look at the ground floor. We can't do anything here at this time. Our cursor does not light up in anything at all.
Your floor number, please.
That probably exists for a reason, yeah?
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Maggie.
Who's the best dog in the whole world?
Yes, it's you! Absolutely, Maggie.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
All right. Now we have an automated sequence here.
Zubin was the first Nexus 6 I'd come up against. There was something in his eyes, an almost primordial desire to live. Most of the 3s, 4s, and 5s I'd seen would just give up when you had them. But these 6s, they were a whole other breed.
That's the end of our sequence. Our, phone is flashing.
I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath. My wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told my wrath. My wrath did grow.
Crank calls were a dime a dozen in this city, and I'd had my share. Still, this guy sounded more like an English teacher than the average scumbag. If I'd been more awake, the message might have spooked me. Erase and reset.
Motherfucker misquoted William Blake's The Poison Tree at me. It's a story about someone, you know, being furious and eventually leading them to murder. We encountered someone in the opening cutscene who wielded poetry. The troubadour, warrior, poet, bard. But McCoy's too tired. Time to go to bed.
Portrait of the sleep-deprived.
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say... Oh!
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance. They're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row. No.
You one miserable package man.
No, please, don't.
Pick up.
Hope you aren't camped out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one. I don't know if it's related to the Runciter deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Yeah. That happened, huh? That is the second time in a cutscene we've seen a possible replicant grab someone by the neck and lift them up. And it's a lot more impressive to do it to the big guy than it was the Runciter. I believe, uncertain on this, the big guy is voiced by Michael McShane. We saw him previously in Emperor Battle for Dune that I recorded on this channel as the Baron Harkonnen, or Harkonnen if you prefer.
Maggie, come here, girl. Good doggy.
All right. One
Here you
treat.
go, baby. Dinner time.
Time to go.
Your floor number, please.
And the Chinyan was deposited. We went from 90 to 290, a couple hundred, for retiring that replicant. Let's get to the Tyrell building. At Mayan Temple. Reminds me of the Aztec Technology Pyramid. In Seattle, Shadowrun.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I don't want to rake
I have more
security
questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
over the coals here. You know, anyone can make a mistake, but I'm surprised this guy still has a fucking job. And who knows? Maybe he wasn't the one, you know, like monitoring the desk or responsible for the one monitoring the desk, but it didn't seem unusual. Oof, that's,
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah.
It's a tough gig.
Yeah, you gotta imagine. Someone's raking his ass over the coals, or already has, or will soon in the future. All right. We've got our anti-grav Thunderdome here. This we can obviously interact with. And down here we got something.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
Not the first time we've seen a piece of dragonfly jewelry.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the Grav Lab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
So Ray clearly knows his way around technology as part of his training, but he's no hacker, man.
I couldn't even begin to guess what Eisenduller's password was.
All right. I think that's all for here. Let's go inside.
Jesus. I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
This earring yours?
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here. The babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. The killer was an expert. The charge had been big enough to do the job, but not big enough to shatter the soundproof walls of the float chamber. But I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Okay, noteworthy. Killer and expert.
Disgusting. A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
Anything else? It looked like there was something there.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Yeah, there is something there, all right.
More dead animals than live
Little
ones in the last
pieces
24 hours.
of that dog. Also, notable, Ray McCoy has a stronger response to dead dogs. But that's fitting, given the film and the book. And also, as a pet owner, yeah, I get it. Though I've never been in this situation, beholding this. I think our work here is done. We found details directing us to places.
Someone had tried to access the detonator wire I pulled out of. The earring was shaped like an insect.
I checked with UN Air. Looks.
One of Tyrell's employees got his.
And we've logged it all. The Kingston's Kitchen, the detonator wire, and Animoid Row. Let's get going. Gotta do some research. Whoa. What's this?
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series. The kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model, a comedian designed to entertain the troops off-world.
I think there's a TV interview about that in the police station. We'll see if it comes up. If it doesn't come up, future Grimith will have to do some fuckery to see if it comes up. Because that's relevant. Okay, is there any other thing?
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series.
Look
The
at that
kind of
beautiful
glossy
brochure.
hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model, a comedian designed to entertain the troops off-world.
Okay.
Lagging behind again?
Guza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still fitting the pieces together. You know the Moonbus massacre that went down last month?
Gaff mentioned something about it.
The rogue skin jobs probably flew to Earth. And one of them is a demolitions expert, similar MO to your Vic upstairs.
Hell of a coincidence.
I'll call you if I find out anything more about your case.
No, come back! The murder! No, there was more dialogue we could interact with. No, Crystal! No, it's gone. It's gone forever. I did not even remember a dialogue box prompt for that interaction anyway. No! Option 1 beta, go away. We have to load the game. I'm not. This does not have to be a comprehensive playthrough. We'll get over it. Let's head back to the police station. Just looked at me, said no more questions. Hopefully she's been too busy to notice the scoreboard. Yeah, Ray? Yeah? Checking at the lab first. Not here? Alright, very good. Let's visit Guza next.
Floor.
See if he's in. Because he might not be in. Characters have schedules. Guza's in.
Can the department float me some chin yen? This investigation's getting expensive.
Look, this ain't on the department tab, okay? This is a personal loan.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
This goddamn city don't know how to manage funds. They've been flush for years.
I thought we were under budget.
Trust me, ain't nobody getting rich unless they're sneaking some on the side. Hell, I can barely pay for the fuel for my car.
Ever hear of public transportation?
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
Hey. Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You'd be amazed at how accommodating a man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced. You really been surprising the troops around here, kid. Gaff says you worked that retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
How much?
Couple hundred chinion. Enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So, the check's in the mail?
Hey, don't worry. The boys upstairs want to keep our best and brightest happy. Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that. Buy yourself something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away. The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
Hey.
Okay. Guza, by the way, really working out his neck there. I also want to say, when he rotated to look at the camera awkwardly, that's not by design, I'm sure. His model's not meant, like we're not meant to see his face there. It looked horrifying. Like, the skin had closed over his eye sockets and his mouth. No thanks.
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
Something interesting there on Guza's desk, but we're not going to be able to look at it unless he's not in the office. He floated us an extra 100 Chinyan, with the rest to come in the mail. We, of course, got paid 200 initially, but a full lab work has to be done on the rep we killed. Let's get out of here. Hop, 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 hop. Okay. Future Grimith task at the end of this video. To see if the TV can spit something at you. You have anything new to say in here?
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Great. Ooh.
We get a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
Yeah, a lot to reflect on with what we heard Guza say. Before I leave you in the capable hands of future Grimith,
Uploading personal clue database.
we have some things to do in the present.
Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
That's great. Let's look at our information flash, and there's just crystal.
Oh, in a pig's ass slim.
And then that shipping form, nothing new. Oh, what did Crystal say with the other prop? Oh, blah, blah, blah. It's terrible.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
I like how you can go back to other images, too, and have a look.
Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
We have one new image. And your homework assignment, not to be done in the YouTube comments, but at home, or wherever it is you're watching this, or feel like doing the work in the shower, or public transportation, where do you think we should be examining with our zoom and enhance, our 3D manipulation of a 2D image? What could be worth knowing? What's worth seeing? What details would be of value? Hint. It's not that tiny box. Got it? Good. We'll see what's going on here next time, and then, depending on the leads we get, follow up on things and stuff. But I'm out of here. Talk to you all later. Future Grimith here with the aforementioned news report heard in the police station.
The Tyrell Corporation today recalled the last 4 functioning entertainment model Nexus 5 replicants from off-world service. Dr. Eldon Tyrell, speaking at a shareholders meeting, denied allegations that the model was defective and possibly dangerous.
The simple fact is that the model wasn't performing its designated function. There was one isolated incident of violence a couple of years ago, but the individual unit in question was immediately retired from service. No, the problem is far from anything sinister. The entertainment model just isn't funny.